All right, welcome back to episode 2. The last episode was a little bit long. We're going to try to make it a little shorter. It was about an hour and 58 minutes. So we're going to try to just make it a little shorter and see what we can do and get these Japanese out of our territory and take over some territory. So I hope you enjoy what we're doing here. Just sit back and enjoy yourself. Thank you. So what we've done is we've had the battle Midway already. We had the USS Lexington, Enterprise, and the Saratoga involved in it. We lost to Lexington. We got to Saratoga, and the Enterprise made it out of there. They got down to Johnson, where they made it back to Midway to repair their aircraft, and then they sunk the 3 carrier task force that came in. There was one left at that point. They docked, they repaired, and then they sunk that. I think a battle cruiser, a couple cruisers, and several destroyers. Then they moved over towards Johnson Atoll because there was another carrier group coming in this general direction with also 3 carriers, 2 battle cruisers, about 6 cruisers, and about 6 or 8 destroyers. I can't remember exactly. So we moved the 2 carrier groups down to here. While the Midway battle was going on, the Yorktown got into a scuffle. I got a little distracted and I lost it and the cruiser, the Louisville, USS Louisville heavy cruiser. We lost both of those. We lost Macon Atoll and we lost um, Tarawa. Um, so after the Saratoga and Enterprise came to Johnson Atoll, they upgraded their aircraft while Midway, which had been upgraded as um, to a major base, a major port, with a bigger airport, airfield, had more aircraft. We launched a lot of torpedo bombers and B-17s along with them. They sunk one of the carriers, and then the Enterprise and the Saratoga did work, and they sunk the other 2 carriers. They sunk the whole group. Well, they sunk the carriers, and then they moved back to fix their planes because they did take a lot of casualties in their aircraft. And then they realized, we have most of our torpedo bombers, so we went on ahead and finished off the. I think it was 1 battle cruiser left, a couple cruisers, and I think 3 or 4 destroyers, and they went on ahead and finished them out. And then they went back. So now what we're doing is we're moving the Enterprise here back to Tarawa. There's no supplies here right now. We've got 4 supply fleets coming down. We've got the Wasp into play. Okay, here we sent it to Midway. We've got the 4 battleships up here in the Aleutian Islands right now. They're headed back. They don't have any supplies at the bases along through here. And we've got another carrier, the Hornet, which is the 3rd Yorktown class carrier, the Yorktown, the Enterprise, and then the Hornet. So they're bringing that down. And then we have one more Yorktown carrier to build, and I'm curious to see what the name will be. Will they give it the Yorktown name since we lost it in battle? And we got 4 Essex classes coming out. They've all got upgraded as far as getting advanced radar and such. So I'm curious if they'll name it the Cottonmouth for the Yorktown class that we're building, or they'll name it the actual Yorktown. The game tries to keep the carriers and battleship names pretty good. So if you don't, there's like 4 South Dakota class, there's 2 North Carolina, there were 4 Iowa class. So when you build the 5th and 6th Iowa or whatever, they name them like the Arkansas, I think the Texas, and a couple other names. They keep maybe repeating those 2 names, but the first 4, the Iowa, the New Jersey, the Missouri, and the Wisconsin, they don't repeat those. So if you lose them, they won't come back. But right now we're moving the heavy cruiser, the Fort Worth. It looks like it's a Portland class. It's real fast. It's basically 37.8 knots. So it's 38 knots. It's got a lot of health. It's 26 health points. It's got a lot of armor. It takes 43 days to build. It was commissioned in 1942. This one was. So we're hauling it out to support the Wasp because the Wasp went out there because 2 little groups of cruisers and destroyers came in there, and we needed it to help support Midway. We got these 2 light cruisers supporting this Convoy George, which is going to add to right here where the battleships are. So we're just gradually building our fleet back up, and that's where we are now. Let's put it on 100 times. Okay, now that there's the Enterprise in the port, let's go ahead and upgrade her. So what she's able to upgrade is these right here, these Curtiss Helldivers, and these Grumman Avengers are pretty decent, but these Helldivers got about almost a 200-mile range, or 150 mile, 134, 140-mile range, something like that. That's that's pretty good. The ceiling. These guys are bombers or they're torpedo bombers. Okay, their service ceiling, I don't know, 9,174 versus 8,800. I don't know how big of a difference that is, but these guys aren't bombers. They're torpedo bombers and dive bombers. So regardless of the fact, we want to upgrade these Dauntless up here. So we'll go ahead and start doing that manually. If you had 420 war bonds, you could go ahead and do it automatically, but since we don't have that available, we have enough to do it ourselves. So there is the replacement of those Dauntlesses with the Helldivers. I think I'll go ahead and keep these. I'll keep those guys for right now. Now we'll go ahead and do the Wasp the same way. The Hornet's just taken off. We might ought to go ahead and rename it. So what we do is we go ahead and rename our task force to correspond with what ability. You know, this is the Hornet, so it's a carrier. It needs to have let us know that it's a carrier. So we name it the Hornet. It's the lead ship. If we put other carriers in there, we'll keep it named the Hornet so that we can identify what we're doing here. This is the fleet screen. We've got all our different divisions, all our different task force, the Oilers, the convoys, everything. So what we have in here, we have an even crew distribution. We have the prioritize gaining experience, and that's the main battle. General quarters, what everybody equips their general quarters station, and they go to battle. We're going to try to keep them on morale when they're really not in battle. It doesn't hurt their speed a lot. Those guys are slow anyway. But we have a little cruiser division out here. 2 light cruisers escorting. I don't know what the deal is with them 2 guys, but if you look at them, their speed is 35 knots. But when we put them in with the carrier drops down to 22 knots every time. So the Richmond and the Omaha, they're both Omaha classes, the Richmond and the Concorde. So we're just, we're keeping them in the fight by doing that, using them as escorts. They could maybe take out 2, maybe a little flotilla of destroyers with maybe 4 ships in them. If we look at the Omaha, there it is. It's got an armor of 2. Most destroyers have an armor of 1. So there isn't. Oh, there's one. That's a submarine. So range 4,900. Porter's 5,900. Oh, that's a Gridley. 5,500. Yeah, the Porter's got the longest range. When we use DDs, we use those destroyer leaders. They have a depth charge 18, or they have 8 torpedo launchers and 8 5-inch guns. The Fletcher has more, and they got 3 more depth charges, so they're more for submarines, But when we want to go with the carrier escort, we might use those, but we generally stick with the Atlanta, which is a bigger ship. It can be a sub hunter. It's got 3 depth charges. It's got AA once you upgrade it. But right now we're just trying to get all our fleets in the right location so we can start doing some work here. But thanks for joining us. This is our episode 2. Last episode was a little longer than normal. We're going to try to keep this one a little short. So right now we're just moving down this the Hornet to get some upgraded planes. Let's see, the Wasp we've already upgraded. So the next plane we'll have this Hellfighter, I think it's called, a Hellcat. It's a torpedo bomber and also a fighter. And then we'll have the mysterious one right here. He's really good. It's strictly a fighter, but all right. Task Force 34 has been created at Pearl Harbor. That is another Portland class cruiser. Okay, it's got long range, it's got speed, and it's got 4 planes with it. So what we'll do with it, we won't give it a name, and we'll send it to be part of the Hornets task force, and we'll go ahead and send them out there with it right now, because it does have, okay, enemy vessels. Here we go. Oh, man. 3 battleships. So right now we'll send the torpedo bombers out here from Midway and also our bombers. The Wasp is upgraded. We'll send it down south, and we'll launch its torpedo bombers. Okay. So if you look here, I clicked that one off. It's starting back up. I meant to right click right here. So we started with these Douglas Devastators, and they were not good. 378 mile range, nautical mile range. They were disastrous. And then we also had the Dauntless torpedo or dive bomber. The Devastator was the torpedo bomber, and the Dauntless was the dive bomber, and they just didn't have a lot of success. So we've upgraded. Strictly got these Hell Divers, even though we do have the Grumman Avenger, the torpedo and bomber. We're using them as a torpedo bomber. It's a bigger plane. Maybe old man George Bush might have been on one of those Avengers. I'm not sure, as a tail gunner or whatever. But we're going to get the Wasp to get out of port. Let's speed the time up. 3 battleships are quite dangerous. So as soon as these torpedo bombers get on them, well, heck, we'll go ahead and get on them now. Looks like they're going this way. Oh, they're going down. Oh, I don't even see the enemy. All right, let's pause this. There they are. All right, they're going down to altitude. We got a full speed. And these are the Grummans. Avengers, Mr. George Bush. Maybe he's in one of them. Let's get out in front of them, see what we've got. Okay, the Mutsu. The Mutsu and the Yamashiro are the first 2 ships we see. Then a torpedo cruiser leading the front. And here's the other battleship, Hyuga. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm not good with pronunciations. Let's speed it up a little bit. See what kind of damage they do. Here they come in. We've lost them. All right, there they are. There they're coming on in on the Mutsu. They've launched torpedoes. There they are. They look good. They look good. They are good. They're going to be a hit. Here we go. Move, buddy. You're not going to make it. Are you going to make it? No. Oh, that big connection. They took him down to just barely livable. He's barely on the. Oh, yeah. He's doomed. He'll probably sink on his own. They're not going to be able to control that. Look at that. That's no health left. Huh. Who else we got coming? Oh, these guys are coming from here. Oh, these B-17s. What are they flying so low for? Oh, they bombed him. They bombed that one. He's out. All right, those two battleships are going to the bottom. Davy Jones Locker, as they call it. No damage done by them on this day. I mean, they obliterated that one. So the one I couldn't pronounce, that's the one that's left. Oh, look here. Late hit. Looks like maybe torpedo. I didn't even see it. Maybe it's an onboard fire. Explosion, a magazine hit. They didn't launch their seaplane. This one seems to have launched his. And they're maybe going for this. Oh, they're retreating. Okay. They've done expended their ammunition. All right. They did some work right there. Let's see the next group going in. Dive bombers. All right. Let's zoom in on them. Couple squadrons. Slow down the time. Let's send some more dive bombers. We'll send these two green ones. And the torpedo bombers, we got one. We'll send him two. So when we select them like that, they will pick their target when they're in their area. There's 3 planes to a squadron. Dauntless dive bombers, the new kid on the block. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do. Here we go. All right. Looks like they're going for the battleship that took some type of hit there at the end. All right. Are they diving yet? No, here they go. Here they go. Here they go. All right, they dropped their bombs. Here they are. Let's see if we get a hit. Oh, massive, massive, right on the back of the turret number 2. And the superstructure, I mean, the captain the admiral, whoever it was, took some major, they're doomed. They didn't make it through that. That was a devastating hit. Woo! But it's still going. It did only at half health, so it didn't do a lot of damage. We got some torpedo planes coming. They're going back, and here comes some more dive bombers. All right. Midway torpedo bombers. Those are Catalinas. Let's send some more dive bombers. We'll send these 2. Get after them. One torpedo bomber. We'll send him. So they've lost a bunch of torpedo bombers. All right, let's pause it. Let's see what these Dauntless can do. I mean, not the Dauntless. These flying boats. Here they come. Here they come. They're going after the cruiser. There's their little red marker. Let's watch them. I don't know if they look like they're not very going to hit. Well, they dropped them, but they're not going to hit. Are they going to hit? Oh, no, he turned. All right. Battleship's still back there. Oh, here comes one. See if this lone one can get some damage done. Oh, he dropped it. Oh. Oh. Oh, man, he barely missed. Darn it. All right, that's okay. That is okay. We got a whole mess of them coming still. All right. All right, we got to. Let's go ahead and just send this wasp. Oh, we didn't click the wasp. Okay, let's just go ahead. Send it on after them. 5 dive bombers, 3 torpedo bombers. All right, let's see what we got here now. All right, let's zoom in. All right, there's the enemy down there. 2 squadrons, 6 planes or 5 planes. They're going after the battleship also, it looks like. There they go. All right, here they come. Here they come. All right. Oh, there goes. Oh, man, they shot one down. Looks like they shot one of the 3 down. That battleship's hanging on by the skin of his teeth. He's not got a chance. It doesn't look like he's taking any damage, but he's taking damage. You can't tell with the cosmetics of the game, but these dive bombers are going to be finishing him off. All right, well, they're doomed. All right, let's zoom in on these, see what they can do. All right. All right, let's slow it down a little bit. Here they come. Here they go. Boom, he sunk. Ruptured fuel system. And they shot one of them down. There's 3 of them. All right. Now just a torpedo cruiser. He's got a little. I mean, his health bar doesn't look entirely full, but I guess he's maybe at full health because he dodged all them torpedoes. We're going to have to send out a search and rescue for this guy. Where you at, buddy? You make it? Oh, he must have Firestone impact. Okay. Well, we have one. Oh, here goes some B-17s. All right, let's see what they can do. It's one B-17 Flying Fortress. All right, there he is. Let's drop down here. There's a little red bomb and run thing. Oh man, you can't see him dropping nothing. Well, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why this one ain't working like that other one. I mean, the B-17 doesn't do that low of a bombing. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a fun game. Oh, he missed. Well, you need to drop your bombs. Attack this bastard. Yeah. He missed them also. All right. Well, the B-17s aren't helping. These two torpedo bombers are Catalinas. We already know they're not going to hit. Oh, here goes some. Bunch of them. Well, they might hit. I don't think so. He'll turn right at the end. They drop him just a tad early every time. All right. Well, that's the pros going to have to do it right here. A lot of airplanes trying to kill that guy. What are these guys? They're going back. All right, they're dive bombers going back. Yeah, all the Catalinas missed. This is two planes. They won't miss. We haven't seen one of them miss yet. All right, here they go. And a torpedo bomber at the same time. So this could be a problem. Yeah, the dive bombers won't miss. Nope, they didn't. They're shooting at them though. Run. They're still shooting. Oh, there's another dive bomber coming in by himself. The group of two. Turret damage. I mean, they're really. You can hear them. They're messed up. They're taking a lot of damage. They're slowing down to a crawl. Here comes that torpedo. It ain't. Oh yeah. They got him this time. Thanks to them dive bombers, I think. No, he's gonna turn. Damn it. Yeah. Oh. Oh, they got him. Shrapnel, it said. All right. Well, they caught him on the nose and blew him to hell. He was. Let's see what he's got. He had some pretty good little turrets on the side. Man, I didn't remember. Oh, the IO. Those are torpedo turrets, maybe. They can't be cannons. I don't know what maybe they are. Yeah, they're torpedo tubes. 12 on each side. No, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4. Jesus, that's 40 torpedoes. Maybe 2 5 or 6 inch guns. All right, well, that's the end of him. All right, now let's get back down here. The Saratoga is in port. All right, those SBD Douglas Dauntless dive bombers, we'll get rid of them. Oh, they actually replaced them guys with them guys. Well, let's do that on the Enterprise then. Okay, they say they're better. We'll take your word for it. Is that noise still that cruiser sinking, or did it switch to the Enterprise when I hit the button? Yeah, that sucker's sinking. All right. We got to figure out something to do with these guys. They got a lot of fuel. We'll move them to Tarawa. These guys. We'll move them to Making Atoll, just to dock in, not to refuel them. This guy's delivering to Pearl Harbor, which is fine. So we're going to take inventory here of what we've got going on, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right. What we're doing now is we're going to adjust and send the Enterprise to Tulagi. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Sounds good. We're going to send him down there to take this over. What we want is Guadalcanal. We want Guadalcanal. 6 submersibles at Midway. That's okay. Oh, there's a spotter too. So what we'll do is we'll change all these guys to ASW. We're not that good at torpedo bombers. I mean, what we really need to do is order some of these this Supermarine Walrus is actually one of the British planes. I watched a stream online, and I don't know what that's doing here, but we ordered some just to have them out here. They're way better torpedo bombing and dive bombing than these Catalinas. But right now we're going to switch to Catalinas. Let's see how many spotters we got. We got 3, 4, 5. We got 5 spotters. We'll change these others for right now to ASW. There's a bunch of them. All right, now, okay, let's click this and then hold the shift. We'll send out 4. And we'll send out 3. All right, and then we'll get 3 more ready. There they go. And we'll send them out. But this guy right here bothers me. We need to get another Portland up. All right. I want to actually watch these guys do their thing. Okay, let's switch in here to see what they can do with the ASW bombers. Oh, they're doing a search in the area. I think. Oh, well, they spread out when I clicked on them. They're looking for them. All right, so this one's searching down here. Oh, there they are. All right, there they are. Oh, they're on the surface. They're messed up. There goes one. There goes two. There goes three. There goes four. And they missed them. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, they missed them. All right, this one's going back. I think maybe they only have two. Oh, they dropped a pinger. There goes two, three. Yeah, they got four. They missed also. But, oh, they crippled him. Light guns damage, turrets damage. Oh, this one's going to finish him off. All right, they're dropping. Okay, that one's done for. He's dead. Where's he going? Them guys are heading back. But not this one. He's staying on search. Oh. Oh. Yeah, they got three of them, I guess. There were six of them. And I know for a fact submarines don't have planes. I think I'll send these guys out. All right. What else do we got? We have the Enterprise going down there. The Saratoga taking its spot. The Hornet's about there. All right. These planes are still on them, and I'm on the wrong one. Mm-hmm. Oh, they got another one. There's another spotter. Uh-oh. Ooh. That may be a carrier. Fighters. Enemy fleet. Okay, that's the submarines destroyed. Enemy vessels. There we go. Oh. I mean, those guys don't have spotter planes. Yeah, I think maybe we've got some fighters coming. Aircraft carrier coming. Well, that's a spotter. We don't need to replace him. Hmm. 4 fighters. Those are from carriers. There's. Yep. What about this battleship group up here? What the hell are they doing? Oh, they sunk their shit earlier. Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know what they're doing. The Hornet has a cruiser in its group already. Let's move him up there. Let's get you guys in here. We need to make another Portland. We need to make a Baltimore class. Do we have that yet? No. I like the Portland simply because it has those 4 planes, but it has 8-inch guns. 9 of them, 3 turrets, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. Where it's down here. 8 5-inch guns. I mean, it's a pretty strong little ship. It ain't little, but let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the Portland class. A Chesapeake. There he is. So he's got 2 turrets of 3 on the front, the 9 or 8-inch guns, and the 1 on the back. And then there are the 5 inches. They're probably 5-inch 50s or 5-inch 38s. They look like 5-inch 50s. They're long. It doesn't tell you. Of course, there's a Hornet over there. It's cruising at 33 knots, these 2 ships. But they got 4 scout planes, and looks like they're all out doing business. I guess, where are they at? No, they're all on there, but it just doesn't show them. They go right here in the middle. Those are the launchers. They have, looks like, Vought Kingfishers. They're just spotters. They have bombs. Each one of them have 4. All right. But yeah, there's a carrier up here somewheres. Don't know where that is. But we definitely is Midway. All right, we definitely. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 7 fighter squadrons. 3 B-17s, and they're in the air still. 5 spotters. I'd hate to upgrade all fighters. Oh. We could sell him. We'll make these torpedo bombers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should have another one there. There he is. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't sell that one. All right. Let's make sure these are all torpedo guys. All right. So we got 6 torpedo bombers. Oh, these guys haven't been updated either. I thought I upgraded to Wasp. Maybe not. All right. They're updated now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 dive bombers, 6 torpedo bombers. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fighters. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. All right. Dive bombers are pretty good. What they cost? Twice as much as those guys. All right, well, we've got 5 or 6 of them out there to play with if we need to, but we're not going to need to. All right. Well, we're just sitting back here waiting to see what happens. So when something happens, I'll be back with you. All right. Well, that didn't take long. So we're sending out bombers from the base. We just need the Wasp to stay in a little longer so we can get these planes fixed. Cruisers are going to retreat back to escort. But this Wasp, all right, he's ready to go. Is this guy in the port, the Hornet? He is in port. All right, so we're going to sell all these planes we have at Pearl just to get the Hornet geared up. Get rid of all them poor fighters, them poor planes. Now he just has got to stay in port just long enough to get them repaired. The Wasp is raring to go. So 6 times 3. So 18 dive bombers, 18 torpedo bombers, 36 aircraft is all the Wasp carries, attack aircraft. We could have replaced them. We've reconned Tulagi. Now I don't want to leave the Enterprise down there. Let's go ahead and get him to do that. We'll leave the Wasp in port just a little longer. Some of these planes might get messed up. Yep, see, they've already lost a bunch. Yep. All right, we're going to put some fighters in. 2 squadrons are already out. 2 have been tore up. There's a bunch of them out. We got a bunch of fighters here at Midway. Oh, the South Dakota class. Well, we sank the carrier. All right off the bat. South Dakota is a pretty good ship. It's fast. It's 28 knots. That's not super fast. The Iowas are much faster, but they're good ships. The submarine, B-25 Mitchell, I don't like it because it's super short range. So yeah, we don't have to move the Wasp away from port now. And just as fast as we change these up, we can put them B-17s right back in there. What are these guys? Scouts. Let's reset these. Get the scouts at the bottom. Where are the scouts? Oh, I took all the scouts off, I guess. Oh, the scouts are over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 scouts. Okay, let's make this guy a scout. He is a scout. Let's replace him with a fighter. And we'll do one more spotter. I don't know why I keep calling them scouts. All right. Swap. All right. Right click to reset their position. Let's see how many got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5 spotters, 4 bombers. 3 of them's, one of them's ready, the other ones aren't. Well, then we got all these fighters. Well, we might as well. I don't actually know if these are doing any better as bombers. We'll look at them here in just a second. They didn't do so good as torpedo bombers. I mean, every time they dropped their bomb or their torpedoes, that was a cruiser though. You know, them cruisers. You know, cruisers. Okay, the Wasp has been attacked. Oh no, did they sink it? They sank the Wasp. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, Wake Island torpedo bombers. Jesus, that's bad news. I mean, I didn't even see them coming in. All right, so the Wasp is not the Wasp anymore. It's okay. Got a Yorktown coming out in 2 days. This one's ready. He just got to get his planes fixed. 6 torpedo bombers. Well, get your ass out there. All right, so we've sent 12 fighters. And they did get hit pretty good. I shouldn't have sent all them fighters. Okay, well, we'll call them other ones back. I don't guess they shot them down. Mm. All right. All right. Let's see here. Such this bastard to dive bombers. Enterprise has been attacked again. Imperial Japanese fighters. Those are from. All right, speed up, hitting the wrong button. All right, now we're going to change them to dive bombers. They've landed. Dive bomber, dive bomber, dive bomber, dive bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 6 more dive bombers coming out. This cruiser, he can't do crap with that battleship. Nothing. I mean, it's a Portland, but he can't kill a battleship. Okay, now we're at the Enterprise. We see him this time. There's the carrier. All right. All right, now the light cruisers are only left. All right. They took care of them bastards. Alright, let's switch to this. Enterprise. It's on ANA or AA coverage. This one's not. That one is. That one is. That one is. That one can't. That one is. That one can't. And that one can't. Those are the only ships we have. See if they're still happy. Yeah, they are. Let's man these things up. Well, we have these available, so we'll use them. All right. All right. Looks like we're about at an hour left. We've been broadcasting for a little less than an hour, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end episode 2 right here in the middle of this big battle, and we'll pick it up in the next episode. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you like what you see. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. But if you like it, what you see, also hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button. When I put out a new video, then you'll be the first one to know. So we're fighting with America against the Japanese, Imperial Japanese Navy. So I'll see you next time on episode 3. Have a wonderful day.